Sorry, I had to turn on the fan because it got hot in this room. But let me tell you all about this cute makeup tag going around. And first start off by telling you all about my favorite perfumes from Dossier. Miss me? I'm sure you did. For all of you who are new, hi, my name is Lizette. Welcome to our channel. If you've been watching me for a while, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Now let's jump right into this video. It's a cute makeup tag that I saw going around here on YouTube. I saw it from a YouTube content creator called The Fancy Face. It's Tina here on YouTube. I absolutely love her channel. And she got this tag from another content creator. I'll link Tina's video in the description box down below. She got this tag from another content creator. I'll link The Fancy Face, which is Tina. I'll link her video down below in the description box. But first, I want to tell you all about my perfumes that I got from Dossier. One is a perfume and one is a cologne that I got from my husband. So if you all know, I'm pretty sure you know by now, I've talked about Dossier a few times here on my channel. I absolutely love their perfumes as well as colognes. Perfumes for women, colognes for men. They have a little bit of everything, and they just came out with candles, and I am super excited to try their candles. They are a fragrance company. I'm pretty sure you see a lot of their pictures here on social media, on Instagram, definitely, and I'm sure you've seen their reviews here on YouTube. They have some of the best perfumes. The fragrances are quality fragrances inspired by perfumes like Chanel, YSL, Dior, etc. They offer theirs at a much affordable price, which people like me absolutely love. And so the two I got for this month, one is the Floriental Almond, and the next is the Aromatic Star Anise. The Floriental Almond, which is for me, it's a perfume. The top notes are almond and peach. The middle notes are wrist, orange blossom, and tuberose. And the base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, and cocoa. I love the Floriental Almond. It smells expensive. It smells like a very upscale perfume. It is inspired by Carolina Herrera, the Good Girl perfume, and it smells so good. I would definitely use this if I'm going out like on a date night with my husband because it smells so like expensive and fun. It has a strong smell. I mostly smell the almond, the vanilla, and some of the cocoa in this perfume. So if you like those kinds of scents, then I'm sure you will like this one. It lasts for a pretty long time. That's what I love about Dossier's perfumes. They last pretty long. So I absolutely love that. And I highly suggest you check it out. I will link everything in the description box down below. Thank you so much, Dossier, for partnering with me on this portion of the video. I absolutely appreciate it. I've loved working with you the past couple of months. I've loved all of the perfumes in the sense that I got, including the colognes for my husband. Let me tell you about that. So the Aromatic Star Anise, the top notes are bergamot, pepper, and star anise. The middle notes are lavender, nutmeg, and geranium. And the base notes are patchouli and amberwood. This one is inspired by Dior Savage cologne for men, and my husband said he really likes the way that this smells. He likes all the colognes that I got for him from Dossier. He said they smell really good, and they remind him of some of the scents that he already owns. So I think that's really good. To me, this smells extremely good. This smells really good. If you're gonna look for a gift to get for your husband, your boyfriend, your significant other, this is really good. I highly suggest getting this one, and I will link everything in the description box down below. Now let's jump right into this makeup tag. Now this makeup tag that I've seen a few content creators do here on YouTube is called the top 3 makeup tags. I guess you could say it's the top 3 for makeup, for skincare. You're supposed to go through and name the top 3 of all of the, let's say, for example, for makeup. So what top 3 primers, what top 3 foundations. I thought that was really, really cute, and it gives you a chance to talk about all the makeup for me. And so that's why I wanted to do makeup first. It's gonna give me a chance to go through all the top 3 primers, the top 3 foundations that I absolutely, absolutely love. And I thought it was pretty cute and fun, and it's makeup related, which of course count me in. So I'm gonna start with makeup first. If you want me to do skincare, if you want me to do hair care, definitely let me know in the description box down below, and I can do a separate video for those as well, where I would list my top 3, let's say for skincare, all of the skincare products that I use, top 3 for hair, all of the hair care products that I would recommend. So let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, let me know what kinds of makeup you definitely use and what would be your top picks. Now let's start. So for primers, my top 3 primers, this is kind of hard because I absolutely love makeup. So it's kind of hard to go through the top 3 that I would pick in each category. I try to do 3 in each category. Some might have 2, but most will have 3. Most I could do more, but let me just stick to top 3. So for primers, one of my favorite primers is the NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmellow primer. I really, really love this as a good base. I feel like it keeps my skin nice and smooth, and it makes my canvas really nice and smooth. It fills in my pores, especially right here, and I like to use it obviously as my base, let it set for a couple of minutes, and then go in with my foundation. That is one of my favorite bases to use, as well as the Maybelline Baby Skin Smoothing Primer. That's another primer that I absolutely love. That's my second favorite primer. It makes my skin feel like a baby's bottom. I also feel like it fills in my pores as well and makes my base nice and smooth so that I can then go in with my foundations. Now for the last primer I would use, it would be the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love this primer. I have it in sheer. It definitely smooths my skin. They have a few different variations of this one. I believe I got the one that's mattifying, and I absolutely love it. I think it is so good. I think it also mattifies my T-zone, which is where I get the most oily, and it lets me have a nice smooth canvas to go in with my foundations, which we're going to talk about next. For my top 3 foundations, one of my go-to is my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. I will link everything in the description box down below in case you are interested in checking out any of these items. My Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation, I love it. It's not sheer, but it's not full coverage. It's right there in the middle. It gives you a nice glow, like a nice healthy glow. I noticed that whenever I put it on, I absolutely love the finish, especially after it sets after an hour, I would say. It makes my skin look so nice and fresh and glowy, but it is super, super pretty. If I can include clips when I'm talking about specific products, I will definitely put them in this video just so you all know what I'm talking about. So as you can see here with this foundation, I have it on. I absolutely love it. I feel like it lets my skin breathe. It's not too sheer, so it does give some color, but it's not too full coverage where my skin doesn't feel like it's able to breathe. It's a perfect blend right in the middle. Just set it. Make sure you set it really, really good with some powder, and you will be all set. Now let's jump right into the next foundation I recommend. The next foundation that I really, really like is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. I have 2 shades that I use. I use Natural Beige and Warm Caramel. I mix them together on the back of my hand, and then I apply them. They are more full coverage foundations, so just keep that in mind. They're not really sheer at all. If you want to kind of thin them out, maybe use just a pinch of this foundation because it is really, really full coverage. It's lightweight. It's very, very lightweight. It has like an airy, moussey type of feeling to it, but it is very, very full coverage. Like a little bit goes a long way. But I absolutely, absolutely love it. I love how it mattifies my skin. If I need a long wearing foundation, that's the one that I would pick. It does last me about 6 to 8 hours before I start to get a little bit oily, and then I have to blot because I do have oily skin. but I absolutely love it. It's very light. It doesn't feel like you have anything on. And let me get into my last foundation. The last foundation that I would put into this category, this one was kind of difficult because I do have a lot of foundations that I like, but I would say the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and I use it in the color tan. The reason why is because it's a foundation and it's a concealer, so it doubles as both. I use it as a foundation, and then in areas that I kind of need a little more coverage, I use a few extra dots, and I feel like it does the work of concealing as well. I like how sheer but buildable it is on my skin. It's kind of up there with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. You can definitely build it up, and it's not too sheer at the same time. You do get coverage with it. So I really like all of these foundations, and I love them obviously for all different reasons. But now let us get into concealers. For concealers, my top 3 favorite concealers. First would be my Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer. I use 2 shades, medium peach, and then I use medium deep tan. I love Wet n Wild's products, so the Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer is one of my favorites. I love how sheer it is, but also very buildable. I love how it smooths out underneath my eyes. It is super easy to blend, and that is one of the things that I look for in a really good concealer. I want something buildable. It's not too sheer, but it's not too full coverage at the same time. Some days I just want a little bit of color. I just want a sheer bit of color. You guys know what I mean? What are your favorite foundations and concealers? Let me know in the comment section down below, and then let me get into my next one. My next favorite concealer is my Covergirl TruBlend Undercover Concealer. This is in the shade Golden Caramel. I absolutely love this concealer. When I first heard about the Covergirl concealer, I thought it wasn't going to be too full coverage. This concealer is so full coverage. A little bit goes a long way. I accidentally used too much the first time I got it, and my goodness, it conceals everything. Sometimes on days when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but I do have to go outside for some reason, I use some of this concealer. I put a few dots here, put a few dots here, and that is it. That is all I need. It covers my entire face. It is everything. This concealer is truly everything. If you want a full coverage concealer, I highly suggest this concealer. It really covers everything. So just keep that in mind. The third concealer that I love is the Infallible Full Wear Waterproof Concealer. This is another concealer that is so full coverage. I actually tried the L'Oreal one before the Covergirl one, and I absolutely loved it. That's when I saw how full coverage it truly is. A little bit goes a long way, and again, on days when I don't want to do too much, sometimes I just like to put it underneath my eyes, blend it out, a little bit around my nose, and that is it. This concealer is another full coverage concealer, and it is perfect for the days that you don't want to do too much to your face, and you just want to wear a little bit of concealer. I love it. I highly suggest you all checking Covergirl as well as L'Oreal out. If you want just a little bit of concealer, just a little bit touching up, those 2 products are best. I use the L'Oreal in the shade Caramel, and I will link all of the shades that I use in the description box down below, so make sure you check them out and let me know what are your favorite go-to concealers. Now let's go into the next area, which is powders. Once again, I have a lot of powders that I love, some that I have used for a while and some that I just tried out and fell in love with. So for translucent powders, the Creme Shop's translucent powder, I absolutely love it. I love it to set my makeup. If you haven't checked out the Creme Shop's powders, they are really good and affordable, and I absolutely love them. The second powder I also got from them is their Ultra Matte Translucent Powder. The front is super cute. The front is so cute. It has like confetti on the front, and it kind of smells like cake. It's super cute. I absolutely love it. I got both of them in the shade Translucent. I usually use it after I do my foundation concealer, and I use it to set my face. So I always get them in the shade Translucent, but I will always put a color powder on top to blend everything in and to put some color back in my face. Now, the powder that I usually use to do that to add some color back to my face, if you will, is the third powder that I love so much, which is my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Medium Deep. I absolutely love this powder. It helps to control shine and smooth the skin texture. It gives you a fresh, natural look, and it's lightweight. I absolutely love it. I get a big powder brush, use that over top. Love it. It helps to put back some of the color that the translucent powders take out, and that is exactly why I love it. I usually get a big powder brush, like I said, brush it over my face, let it set, and then I go in with my setting sprays. 4 setting sprays, which are next, because you don't want your skin to look too powdery sometimes. I love the Wet n Wild Photofocus Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water. You can use this to prep your skin, to set your skin, and refresh your skin. I obviously love to use it to set my face. It sets all of my makeup, so my makeup can last as long as I need it to last. Sometimes I need it to last 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes I need it to last half a day. So I absolutely love this one. And I also love the Wet n Wild Photofocus Natural Finish Setting Spray. This as well helps to have your makeup set all day, so you can wear your makeup all day. Those are my 2 favorite setting sprays at the moment. There are a lot of setting sprays that I've tried, but those are the 2 that I love the most from the Photofocus line from Wet n Wild. Those are my favorite. They help my makeup to stay on all day. So now let's get into brow products. For brows, I only have a brow pencil and a brow pomade, as well as a brow powder that I use, and they're all pretty much by the brands that I've already mentioned. So for L'Oreal, I use the Brow Stylist Definer. This is their ultra fine tip shaping pencil in the shade Brunette. I love to use it to underline my brows. Then I go in with the Creme Shop's Eyebrow Pom Pom in the shade Ebony. It's a really, really dark brown color. I usually go in and fill my brows in with that. And then to set it with a nice brow powder, I go in with my Revlon Colorstay Brow Kit in the shade Dark Brown 102. It's their Colorstay Brow Kit. It comes with a brow powder as well as a little wax and a brush so that you can set everything in place. Those are the brow products that I pretty much use, that I love, have loved, will continue to love. I've been using those for a long time, and that's pretty much what I use. So for the eyebrow pencil, just 1. For the brow pomade, 1. And for the brow kit, for the brow color, just that. Now to set everything in place, I usually use the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Mascara Gel in the color Deep Brown. That just sets the brows in place and they do not move the entire day. So that's my entire brow routine. I usually do that whenever I want to put my brows on. And that's it. Those are all the brow products that I use. Now let's go into eyeshadow palettes, which is my favorite. For eyeshadow palettes, I have so many different eyeshadow palettes, you guys. Only picking 3 was super hard, but I had to do it. So for eyeshadow palette, the Nudes by Juvia's Place. I got this one recently. I absolutely love it. It gives me a nice contouring effect for my eyes, and it's perfect for days when I don't really want to do too much, but I do absolutely want to put on some cute eyeshadow and look nice and decent. Sometimes I just want to wear the shimmers alone. And I absolutely love their eyeshadow palettes, Juvia's Place. I've reviewed one of theirs, the Berries palette by them. I will link it up above as well as in the description box down below. That's another palette that I love by them. I love the payoff. It gives me, this one, the Nudes, it's very light and sheer, but it gives you a nice contouring effect, which I love for eyeshadow on days that I don't want to wear a lot. The next is this glitter eyeshadow palette by Heimish. This is when I worked with Stylevana. I will also link that video up above as well as in the description box down below. This glitter eyeshadow palette, I love all the glitters, especially this is in the shade Coral Berry. I loved all of these glitters. You can obviously see which ones I use the most. They are so shimmery, so pretty, and I absolutely love them. them. I just do. I just love all of the colors. They are super pretty, super fun. You can wear them alone. You can do a nice contour eye. So sometimes I'll use the Nudes by Juvia's Place, and then I'll also go over it with a nice glitter from the Heimish palette, and I absolutely love the finish. Now for the third eyeshadow, it's not really an eyeshadow, it's the Hoola Benefits bronzer. I use it as an eyeshadow because I absolutely love it. I know it's not a palette technically, but I absolutely love it. I use it all the time as a way to give a little definition to my eyes, and that's it. And I absolutely love it. I put it on my lid, I put it underneath my eye, I contour with it. I think it's just perfect. It's not a palette, but it should be because it is just amazing. But if I had to pick an actual palette, I do love Colourpop's palettes. So recently I got their Main Squeeze palette, and I really do like it. It's the colors that I'm wearing now. I use the color Big Gulp, Seed Money, and then Juicy Fruit. And I absolutely love this eye look with my lashes. I think it is so super pretty. It's glam, and I absolutely love it. So I've been reaching for this palette by Colourpop a lot. So there's your 3 plus the Benefit Hoola bronzer as an eyeshadow. Now let's move into the next, which is lipsticks. Lipsticks. I love lipsticks. I love them so much. Now for lipsticks, I would have to say this one was rough too, because I do have so many lip products that I absolutely love. But if I only had to pick 3, the Colourpop Luxe lipsticks. This one is in the shade Pinkies Up that I got. I think they repackaged it or did different packaging, but I absolutely love this. It's the shade I was wearing in my previous video. It is the perfect nudish, pretty lipstick that I've ever worn. I reach for it all the time. I just put a little lip gloss on top of it, and that is it. I absolutely love it. It is a perfect toned down nude type of color for me, and I wear it usually when I'm doing like a really bold look and I just want to tone it down a bit. That's the perfect lipstick to wear. Let me tell you about the other lipsticks that I love. The second one that I absolutely love the most is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. It's called the gloss, but it's more of like a matte lipstick, but it just kind of has like a kind of a tint when it dries. It's more matte, but when you put it on, it looks like a gloss. The shade that I love is Statement Nude. I've worn this so many times in videos. I've worn this so many times on Instagram. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite nude next to the Colourpop Luxe Lipsticks nudes. I absolutely love nude lipsticks, you guys. I love reds, I love nudes, and I love pinks. Those are my favorite 3 colors. 3 color schemes, if you will. I absolutely love all of those colors, and they're my favorite. The last is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. I ran out of this, and I was heartbroken when I ran out of it. I was like trying to squeeze all the last little bit left. I've also worn this a lot. It's one of my favorite nudes because it's a little bit more deeper, whereas the L'Oreal and the Colourpop are a little bit more lighter nude. This one is a little bit more deeper, and I absolutely love it, you guys. It is one of my favorite nudes. I wear it a lot. It's my go-to whenever I wear like a really colorful eye or a really fun bright eye. I love to wear that with a little bit of lip gloss over top. Beautiful. All right, I think that is it. Let me know. I know I didn't go into highlighter and bronzers, but I'm not really a big highlighter and bronzer type of girl. But if you do like highlighters and bronzers, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what are your favorite top 3 picks for makeup that are all makeup related. I'm sure we will all agree on a lot of things together. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. If you want to look and feel beautiful, know about the latest fashion trends, keep up with the beauty community news, me as well as my brand, Velux Princess, and Live a Fun and Healthy Lifestyle, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and you click that bell notification to be notified of when I upload. I do upload 3 times a week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Thank you so much, Dossier, for sponsoring a portion of this video. I will link everything in the description box down below, along with all of the products that I talked about today. Thank you all so much. I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.